Hi, this is the Cheshire Cat, and this is my review of the Worm Factory 360. There are more details on the full website review, but I wanted to show you the guide that comes with it. I've never used a worm factory before or composted with worms, so this was all a little bit new to me, and this was so simple that I could do it all on my own. It tells you everything you need. It comes with everything except the worms, which you do get a card for, and I'll go into that. And it tells you what it comes with, how to put it together, how to feed your worms, when to feed them, what to feed them, temperature ranges, everything you could possibly want to know. It even shows you the difference between this composter style and others, how to make up bedding for your worms, how to keep them happy, what to do if they're not. It covers everything. I couldn't think of a single question that I couldn't get answered in this book. Now I'd like to show you a little bit about the beginning setup, and I hope that this helps you decide if this is right for you. So we're setting this up, and this is the collection base. And now I am going to add the worm ladder. So these come with a worm voucher, and I'm letting you see my customer code because I've already used it. So you go to this website and you get your worms. So I found this box in my mailbox, and it's my live worms, and it has instructions not to let it sit in direct sunlight, and to open the bag immediately upon arrival and pour half a cup of water on your worms to help them rehydrate. These are red wigglers, eastern night crawlers, and they are one of the smartest and most environmentally friendly things you'll ever do, because their castings are one of nature's finest plant nutrients. Alright, I just undid the knot on this bag, and if you can see them, they're wiggling. I haven't even added the water. Alright, so this is the top of my very first tray. I have put down my newspaper. I have added the moist bedding mixture and spread it out fairly well. I'm going to spread it out a little bit more, and then I am going to add in some food for the worms. Okay, so I have my wet layer of newspaper up here, and you can see the bedding, and then I have some food in the corner for them. Mom. I put in some coffee grinds and an onion. And as you can see, my son is incredibly excited about this. We are about to add the worms. Mom. Now you add the worms and all their bedding. And I will tell you that if you leave the worm bag open, they do crawl out. Look at the worms go. All right, I just want to show you how many worms there really were in this bag, because this is an insane amount of worms to me. Just look at the little guys. Alright, we're going to cover them up and check them in 2 to 3 days, as directed. Alright, so this is the lid for the Worm Factory 360. And it has about managing your bin to put several moist sections of paper soaked in water on top of the food in the feeding tray, to feed them half kitchen scraps and half fiber. That a pound of worms can eat up to half a pound of food a day, and that you should never feed them. To avoid citrus, meat, and dairy products in your worm factory. About your moisture, the ideal operating temperature is 40 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So keep that in mind. Worms like their food chopped as small as possible. Wow, they sound like little kids. All vegetables, all fruits, starches, fiber, healthy snacks for them, including coffee grounds and filters, crushed eggshells. Mine are gonna have a lot of snacks. But they can basically eat just about anything, including junk mail, stale bread. Oh look, crackers. I bet you those include the goldfish that fell on the floor this morning. One thing I'll be sure to point out to you is that when they talk about the temperature, they're not talking about the outdoor temperature, they're talking about the bedding temperature. So it could be 70 degrees outside and 90 degrees in there. Just something to think about. They do give you a thermometer that you can stick in there. Red wiggler worms, which is what you saw in the video, they survive in bedding temperatures between 35 and 85, but thrive between 55 and 75. Okay, so here we are. It's been a couple of weeks. I now have 2 trays. This is my top tray. This is inside my bottom tray after a few weeks. You can see things are starting to decompose and just how active the worms are.